Lesson 9.5, Video 1. Rational equations. So our focus here is that we are not dealing with rational expressions, but we are dealing with equations, which means we will have an equal sign present in our problem, which means we can solve. Remembering, of course, that if we had rational expressions, we could only simplify. So again, a rational equation is an equation that contains one or more rational expressions. Extraneous solutions come up again, and extraneous solutions are the same thing as excluded values so we would have called these excluded values, which is right here, which means a number that causes a denominator to be 0, but because it is in an equation now, it's called an extraneous solution, which means if we solve the rational equation and we get a number, and that number happens to be an excluded value, it's considered a solution, but an extraneous solution, because if you were to plug it back in, it would not work because it would cause the denominator to be 0. So another way to say excluded values. So again, excluded values come from having rational expressions, and those are the numbers that cause a denominator to be 0. But because now we have rational equations, we would call them, instead of an excluded value, we'd call them extraneous solutions. And this ends Lesson 9.5, Video 1.